So today we are back on putting fans into my twin motor setup. So here's what I've come up with. It's been a very busy work week for me, so if you notice, there hasn't been many videos from me, but I've been at a standstill. With this setup, as you know, here's the twin motor setup, and the problem I have is getting cooling down to this. So that seems to be my biggest issue. So what I've decided is that I'm going to end up remaking this plate. And I think I'm going to move it to the top so that I can get more airflow underneath this. That's the goal. So I'm going to go ahead, take my receiver off of there that was barely hanging on. Get rid of this two-sided tape that's not really holding. We're going to get this set up done. This has got a Flowpax rear drive shaft setup, which is basically his spool with the carbon fiber cover on it. It's one that I modified. As you see, there's no slop. Oh, and that is loose. Look at that. So this coupler is loose. And I've had this happen a few times, but because of where it's located, I can't get to it. So I'm going to take out this grub screw. I've already Loctited it several times. Watch. You can see all the Loctite that's on those threads, but it still continues to back out. And I don't know why. And I can't get to it when this thing is all assembled. So now I'm going to have to check the center as well. I'm going to throw more Loctite on this. I don't know why it keeps backing out. But this thing does generate a lot of heat with the twin motor setup. So I've had to do a lot of modifications to this spool setup. I'm going to check this other one if I can get to it. Nope, can't get to that one. I'll have to pull the cover off. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. Not any more of that anyway. So, God, my workbench is just a mess. I've got fans and tools and stuff everywhere and screws everywhere. But I've got no heat sink on this. I'm going to remove this heat sink so that I can get the fans a little lower. I'm going to run it no heat sinks. And I'm going to run the Game Changer fans to try to get some more runtime with this. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up running fans over here, and then I'm going to remake this plate in Plexan because that's what I have, and I'm going to use the stuff that I have. So I'm going to try to get this heat sink off. This heat sink from Power Hobbies actually is a pretty good heat sink. I don't like the fans that come on it, but the heat sink itself is pretty cool. I think I got a couple of them somewhere. I know I bought two for this setup, but I couldn't run it. I could only run one. in there. The plan is to get this as low as possible and get some game changers in here. Now I think if I cut this off, that's gonna cut these screws off. That's gonna give me a lower stance. And then, see, I would like to do this because that would keep that motor ice cold, but I just can't do it on that side. Now, I could do something like this, which might work out. Alright, found my Dremel set right where it wasn't supposed to be. Get the grinder off of there. Get my cutting wheel back into it. I'm gonna have to cut off go, nice and snug. Get the pieces off my table so it'll stop burning my mat. So I think that might be good. Let me see how much air I can get to the fans by mounting that in the middle. I'm thinking if I blow it in the middle, it's going to hit the sides. At least that's my theory. That is not going to work because these are the V1s and they're not flowing enough air. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these ESCs off of here and see how much room I have for fans underneath it. Now this is something that I made, and I tapped these holes in this brace, so I can always drill and tap new holes. So get rid of the zip ties that are holding that. So this goes towards the rear. See, those are too tall. So that's not going to work. I need something that'll get underneath there. Those are still too tall. Let's see. What can I do here? Which way do these flow? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Because the plan is to move the plate to the top. And is that going to provide enough air for those motors? So this looks like it's a little too tall right where the fans are at. Man, like it's just killing this right here. Maybe the wire's off to the side. That might be low enough. See, there we go. That's flat. You can see what's happening. All this stuff is getting in the way. So that looks like that's going to be my configuration. So I will be able to lower the fans down a little bit, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out these bolts in the center. I'm going to drill and tap this center brace, and we're going to mount the fans to the center brace. But with the wires pushed off to the side like this and leaving the fans open, that gave me just enough room. So I'm probably going to make one big plate for the ESCs and the fans to mount through. And then I'm going to drill holes in the plate. This is the plate I'm going to use. It's a little bit stiffer than this thin sheet metal that I'm using. So I'm going to do it out of Plexan. And I'm going to make basically a plate to house all of this. And probably my receiver up here as well, or the receiver in the back. So that's what I'm going to get started with making. which will probably be the next video, because this one, just the layout of this, has taken some time. So I'm going to get this posted up. Let me show you what Game Changer had sent the 4th of July sale. Game Changer fashion. So this is going to be basically his Typoon fans. The Typoon fan. Typoon on both. So, and as you see, this one's got to keep the dirt out. This is going to go on my ready to run Outcast, the red one, so that my daughter's going to be using. And then, so this is the 2-in-1 setup, all with Typoon fans. And then they're going to be run, I believe, off of this. So here's the battery pack that we're going to run. 120C 14.8 little 4S. So we got a couple of them. Like I keep telling you guys, a lot of people ask me about running them off my batteries, or do I run a second battery? And sometimes I do run a second battery, but not all the time. When I'm in a pinch, I can always hook it. If I don't have a battery for it, I can just add one of Game Changer's optional batteries that he'll sell. So let's take a listen to this single. Oh, this is set up on 3S. That thing's just insane. I want to hear this single. So I'm going to modify it. .4S pack. Wow. I think these packs are a little low. So we're going to get all this set up onto my daughter's car. I did take the foam out because I don't need the foam in it, but I can always double up on these screens, which this is a cool addition that Game Changer sells to snap over his setup. That'll really protect stuff from hitting that those fan blades. But there we go, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get these Z little mini packs. RC Guy Garage really likes these. I believe these Z packs, and they've been holding up very well. These are a 4S little mini Z pack that you can pretty much mount anywhere in your RC. So we'll get these charged up. One is going to be for the EXB Outcast, and the other one's going to be for the Ready to Run Outcast. And so I'll get these put up in there. I'll probably, you know, do my little trick with the True Lock or the Sherlock or whatever it's called, and we'll get those mounted up into there. But I really want to get this car put back together because I hate starting a project that that I haven't been able to finish all week because of work. But there we go, guys. Just a little quick update. I am going to start making this plate, and then on part 3 of the refresh, I'll go ahead and show you how it came out. So I'm going to get some Plexan cut up, and I'm going to make one basically pyramid plate to house this, and I'll probably put the receiver up on the same plate so that I can keep all the wiring on it. All I'll have to do is unplug the motors, and I can lift the whole center brace out with the ripple killers on it. We'll keep the ripple killers mounted where the ESCs go over here, but this should give me plenty of cooling to both these motors. So there we go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.